Hey, how's it going? Dylan here. Today I'm going to be chatting to you about my top 10 science fiction movies in my Blu-ray collection. So I got a pretty good response in my last top 10 video, which was thrillers, and that's more of a general genre, so quite a few people requested science fiction before I kind of delve into more specific kind of rules and categorizations. So without further ado, here are my top 10 science fiction films in my collection. Right, at number 10, we have a kind of favourite of mine, an Australian film by the Speig brothers, which is Predestination, starring Ethan Hawke and Sarah Snook, and a bunch of other great actors. Who's the other one? Noah Taylor, another Australian actor, who's awesome. And this film is has a really cool twist. You kind of see it coming. Well, I did at least, and my mum did. I watched this originally with my parents, and this film also has really good dialogue, I found, and I'm really disappointed that the Speig brothers haven't gone on from this and done better movies. They did Jigsaw and then The Winchester, which are both really poorly received, which is a shame. Hopefully they get back on track. Really keen. So that's number 10. At number 9 we have the classic Alien by Ridley Scott. I put this at number 9 because I do love Alien better than any of the other Alien installments. The next one on this, would you believe, would actually probably be Alien 3 and then Alien Covenant. I know that's a shocking revelation. You may unfollow me if you disagree. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's my favourite Alien film. Obviously, not much to say about that. Fantastic sci-fi film, one of the top of all time. At number 8, we have Alex Garland's Ex Machina, which I talked about last time in thrillers. And to reiterate, this has a really cool premise, really fantastically directed, and a great debut performance by Alicia Vikander. At number 7, we have a favourite of mine. A lot of people hate this film, some people love it, which is Cloud Atlas. It's a really long film. It's actually directed by two groups of directors. So we got the Wachowskis, who did obviously The Matrix and all that jazz. And you've also got Tom Tykwer. It's a fantastic kind of really wide kind of concept science fiction film, which kind of is about destiny and reincarnation and a lot of things, really. Really cool film to see, even if you don't end up liking it. It's just something you should see. It's fantastically shot on film, and the transfer, I rate this as my favourite Blu-ray transfer of all time. I really wish they would put this on Ultra HD, because even on Blu-ray you can see every little piece of grain and it looks absolutely fantastic. At number 6 we have my favourite Star Trek film of all time, First Contact, which is a lot of people's favourite Star Trek film. I just think this one has it all. It's directed by Jonathan Frakes, who's a favourite of mine, and everything just seemed to come together and make a fantastic Star Trek film, and it's really high quality, great humour, great writing, great script, and a little bit of time travel in there, obviously, for good measure. Can never go wrong with time travel. At number 5 we have Jonathan Glazer's Under the Skin, which is an absolutely fantastic, super underrated film that not many people really know about. I noticed on Twitter some people are kind of just discovering this film. It's so cool, but it's very weird, and has a really high concept sci-fi, which you have to kind of watch the entire thing before you actually really get anything about it, to be honest. And it's really fantastically shot, really weird sound design. It gives off like a 2001 kind of vibe in terms of the score, and it's just utterly fantastic. I really recommend this film. At number 4 we have a guilty pleasure of mine, my favourite science fiction horror film of all time. Even I rate this higher than Alien, yes I know, but this has a special place in my heart. This is Event Horizon by Paul W.S. Anderson. In my opinion, it is his one redeeming factor and his one good film. He should do more sci-fi, seriously. This film is possibly the science fiction horror that scared me the most out of anything I've watched. It's just really fantastically directed, great actors in that late 90s sci-fi setting, like really gothic sci-fi designs, and Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne, a bunch of other great actors, and really well shot with a ton of miniatures. So what else could you want? And it's really creepy. Like, this film has some of the creepiest scenes I will watch. So definitely go check that one out if you haven't seen it. It's great, great sci-fi horror, and I love it. Alright, getting to the top 3 now. Number 3, we have Denis Villeneuve's Arrival, which is a fantastic entry by Villeneuve. Obviously Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, Forrest Whitaker, and this has a really cool slip cover, obviously. And this film has a really, really cool twist, also related to time travel. You may be sensing some themes here in these top 10s. I have very specific tastes sometimes, but this film did it so well, I didn't see its twist coming at all until it came. And that is really rare for a film to actually do to me, because usually I figure it out, sometimes like a minute before it's revealed, but I figure it out most of the time well in advance, and this film caught me by surprise and is really, really well made. At number 2, we have Blade Runner 2049, also directed by Villeneuve. Fantastic cinematography by Roger Deakins, obviously, and in my opinion, I love this film. It's just so well made. It's got really cool silences and no dialogue in certain scenes, and just so visually stunning. It was everything basically that I wanted this to be, like the sequel to Blade Runner. That might give you a clue as to number 1, which is Blade Runner. The Final Cut, obviously. And Blade Runner is my favourite sci-fi film of all time. And, I can watch Blade Runner over and over again easily. And it just has this atmosphere that doesn't go away. It sticks with you. Especially the final sequence with Rutger Hauer and Harrison Ford in the rain, with the Tears in the Rain line, and it's just such a beautifully shot film. Not sharp or anything, not like modern films, but it just has that organic feel to it, and it's just such a nice atmosphere. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my top 10 science fiction films in my collection. If you did, leave a like below, comment below what you think, and if you think I'm crazy for listing some things above others and not including some other things that you might know that are in my collection. And subscribe if you want to see more. Follow me on the links below. And as always, till next time, take care.